Where you headed?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you like guns?
Hello, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with a movie review. This time we're looking at Hellkat. It's an Uncork'd Entertainment movie directed by Scott Jeffrey and Rebecca Matthews, and it stars Serhat Cohen as the titular character of Katrina, Hellkat. With this one, the plot is there's a MMA fighter, she's washed out, and she's trying to drink herself to death, but she finds herself in hell where she has to fight for the soul of her child. She fights many different monsters, and generally it's going to be a pretty good ride. What will happen? You'll have to watch the movie and find out. Starting off with the positives, I would say that everyone in this movie is acting pretty well. They're definitely doing their best. There was nothing that was too corny or too over the top. Everyone was, I would say, spot on for what the movie was. As for style, this has so much style in it. Everything is like Blade Runner, everything's the techno noir kind of style, just blues and reds and on both sides of your face. And it has kind of a synth pop soundtrack, so it adds to that atmosphere if that's what you're looking for. Definitely, you can see it's inspired by that style throughout the whole thing, and it generally keeps the style throughout the whole movie. It definitely adds to the production because it does have all that lighting, and you can see they really tried hard with that. As for the costumes were decent. There was one costume that did make me laugh out loud. The first monster she fights was just a hilarious costume. But other than that, the other costumes were pretty scary, or at least tried to be scary. The pig man was good. The skull man was good. And they're generally just decent costumes. In addition, they do lots of twists and turns in this one. They don't tell you everything to start off with, and you have to kind of experience what's going on along with the characters. So the twists are generally, I saw the last one coming, but I didn't see the other ones coming. Well, the first big twist was definitely a surprise. The fight scenes themselves, they were decently shot, kind of like a Mortal Kombat type of style. Definitely very stylistic as well, along with the lighting, but generally good action fight scenes as well, and you end up rooting for the humans. There are a few negatives with this one. I would say the first act was really slow. I couldn't really get into it, but once that first act, around like the 35-minute mark ends, it gets a lot better after that. It does again have that kind of Blade Runner feel to it. So if you like that slow pace of Blade Runner, it's really only for the first act. Once you get to the second act, so it does pick up, but you can tell, inspired by Blade Runner. They do use a few derogatory slurs towards gay people, which is not. I didn't think it was really necessary within the movie, but that's the type of people who would go to hell anyway. So maybe it would add a little bit more realism to hell, but I didn't think that was really necessary. So who is this movie really for? Well, if you like The Conjuring and you thought, I wish The Conjuring was like Blade Runner and in hell, then this is probably the movie for you. I would say it's best viewed in a group where you can kind of talk over certain parts of it, especially that first act. And then, of course, rooting for people within the fights. It would definitely be best enjoyed with a group. Definitely, probably around Halloween time if you're looking for a B movie night with a bunch of friends. That's where you want to be. As for ratings, I would probably give this a 6.7. It's definitely not bad. Definitely watchable. Again, better watched in groups where you can talk over certain parts. And rooting for the main character and the other human characters is lots of fun. And yeah, so that's it from me. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you do, click subscribe, click like, the standard stuff, and I'll see you next time.